Okay, I've been ready for this drama since it came out. The drama is called That Summer. Anyways, this is Lava. Lava is in a bit of a problem. He's in jail. Why? We don't know. Well, I can say one thing. Lava is a person who loves to go out and have fun with his friends. But that's the exact thing that got him in the problem in the first place. Apparently, he got influenced by his friends to go to a party. Now, he didn't say anything much about the party, but I'm assuming it's like one of those private parties that is not easy to get in, judging by how it is right now. And he got intoxicated. But the thing about the drink that he took, it has drugs in it. Then this guy shows up. From a distance. I thought it was Ling, but it wasn't, I guess. If I look good, I don't know. But anyways, this guy will probably be the problem too. And judging by how he is, he gives off a rich guy that gets to do whatever he wants. And I don't know, wrong person, dude, wrong person. Or not, it's one of those guys that spot Lava from a distance and decided that, oh, I like this guy. Let me go up and approach him. This is that. Honestly, I'm liking it already. Just to see that Winnie out here trying to flirt with somebody that is not Satan. Well, Lava got into a fight at the club, and that fight got him in jail, and then his mommy came to bail him out. Now, the thing is, it's not the first time Lava has gotten himself into trouble, and the mother is tired of being the one to bail him out of this trouble. Hell, she doesn't even think that she even learns from his mistakes. Honestly, maybe for once, at this point in time, trouble is the one that's coming to him instead of him going to trouble. But anyways, the mother decided that she came up with a perfect plan for her son to get out of trouble. I can see Lava has been raised in a single-parent household, and the mother is struggling to literally give her son what he should need. You understand what I mean? The thing is, I feel like maybe Lava is doing that for attention from his mother. Maybe his mother is one of those business women, because judging from where he lives, it's not poor living, and it's not really fancy living either, but it's like in between rich. The mother decided the best way to keep her son on check and out of trouble is to send him off to his uncle. Wow, his uncle must be very strict and out, for her to even come up with that idea. Also, the uncle lives in the south, not much of a town area. So I guess that's that. Honestly, I wonder if the south have a different dialect than Bangkok, because I know it's in Bangkok. Now we're in the different scale of the world, royalty. This is Darwin, and it's not really hard to figure out what Darwin's life is like. Okay, so Darwin is soon to be crowned prince, not yet. But the father decided that he wants to hold a ceremony to give his son the title of heir to the throne. Honestly, he already been born and given royalty and given responsibility, something he has not chosen for. Again, we already know what his life is like. We didn't know it in the pilot though. Darwin, on the other hand, says he doesn't want to be crowned prince just yet because he feels like he has more to learn. He feels like he's not ready for that big responsibility yet. Which technically is true. He needs to learn a little bit more before he being heir to the throne. Now the question is, why is the father so eager for his son to be that position? Okay, so this is Victor. I'm not sure his relationship with Darwin yet, so I'm just going to assume he's like a cousin or something, or like a brother from a different, we just say cousin. The reason I was about to gonna say that he's probably a servant, but he can't be a servant because he's sitting among everyone else and he's not standing behind them. So I'm assuming he's a relative or something. This is Anya, and we're gonna assume she's like a sister to Darwin. Well, we get to know that they're not in Thailand, even though they speak Thai, but that's another thing for another day. Anyways, they're in the country of Aranta. And so far, Darwin is not ready to rule an Atlanta. It's not easy to rule a country, let me tell you that. Well, I wouldn't know, but I can tell you it's not easy. So Darwin and Victor are talking, and Darwin wants to lay a secret to Victor. He tells Victor that he's planning to run away to go to Thailand. Wow, running away from the responsibility that you are given. I wish it was that easy. But anyways, all this will be helped by Victor himself. Yes, Victor is going to help him. Wow. This is both stupid and I'm shocked at the same time. It's stupid because you're running away from home. No one knows except for Victor. Shocked because you're royal and you're telling me you ran out of that place and no security, no guards, nothing saw you? That's just one poor life royalty. Okay, this is a GMM TV 2025 drama called That Summer. The best part about it is Jojo is the director. Now, Jojo has worked on many projects. Let me name them out for you. Gay OK Bangkok, season 2 of that one. Friend Zone, Nobody Happy. 3 will be free. Friend Zone 2, The Player, Mama Go Go, The Warp Effect, Dirty Laundry, Our Sky 2, Only Friends, The Heart Killers, and the season 2 of Only Friends Dream On. That's literally gonna come out this year. So with all that list, Jojo didn't come to play. Jojo is a genius. So the fact that he's working on this, I'm gearing up for it because this man. Let's continue. Anyways, Lara made it to the south where his uncle is. Now, his mother probably gave him a choice. It's either that or go back to jail or probably work with his mother or something. And we all know he can't agree with his mother, so he decided to go. Honestly, I'm here for it. Lara is not there to relax because as soon as he got there, he was put to work. This is Lava's uncle. His name is Peng. And Peng is making sure that Lava is not here to freeload. Basically, Lava is there for 3 months in the summer. 3 months? Lava is there for 3 months. And he's making sure that Lava is there to work. This is Tom. Well, at least we know Neo is still in the drama. But anyways, this is Tom. Tom is the one that came for Lava. Apparently, he's the one that's gonna be his tour guide or the person that brings him to his uncle. First of all, when Lava entered the place and greeted by Tom did warn him that it's not going to be easy around here. Well, his uncle is not one to play with. He's very strict. The man literally took his nephew into the sea. Early in the morning, it's cold. And he pushed him in the water. Literally pushed him in the water. That's some tough love right there. This is why I see why the mother put him here. I don't know why she didn't do it earlier though. Hold up, time out. Give me a second. Just give me a second. This is off topic, but I knew Winnie had tattoo at his ribs. I just didn't know it was that big. Yo, what is it? I need to know I need to see a close up to see what this is. Let's move on. Oh, Winnie, you moving on. So the pilot and trailer is not that far different because Lava is at the beach and he looked and he sees Darwin stranded out in the, I don't know, maybe he jumped off the boat and end up in the water or something, because why is he here like that? Also, we noticed in the pilot he was wearing royal clothes. Not anymore in this one, it's normal clothes. But while Darwin is unconscious, we see him literally walking on the very same island, the road. Either that or he's sleeping or imagine himself walking on the road. Anyway, since Tom is the one that is picking up Lava asked Tom to help him to bring Darwin to the hospital. Also, in the pilot, I believe Tom has like a tour business or some bus business transportation. So, yeah. So, Darwin is at the hospital on the island, but he got scared because he sees Lava beside him. Now, he doesn't know Lava, so his reaction that he did was totally normal. This is Dr. Wood. Dr. Wood told Larva about the patient, then went to the patient and asked him because he has a injury to the head, and then asked the patient, does he remember anything? Does he remember his name? Darwin says no, he doesn't remember anything about himself nor his name, which is a lie. Here's why I say it's a lie. And I'm not saying that because I watched the pilot. I'm saying that because before he said he wants to run away and go to Thailand. I believe if he had told his name, then the hospital would have contacted his family and they will come for him. That's not what he wants. Mint girl. See, this is what I love about Mint and Neil. They said, even though we broken up, that's okay because we need this money. Honestly, they're working for their coins. They're saying that even though we broke up, what? It shouldn't affect our business. Period. Okay, so here's the thing. Darwin is in this hospital for a while now, and no one has come for him because they don't know his family, they don't know his background, they don't know his name. But also, the thing about hospital is if you are not paying for the stay or money or whatever, you can't stay long. So, here's what Larva's uncle decided. Larva's uncle decided that if no one comes to claim him, then they will have to keep him just in case, just for the moment until he remembers anything about himself. And just like the pilot, Larva got this boy doing all the chores that he should be doing. I mean, Darwin is not complaining, but then again, when is the last time he ever done anything normal for once, except for royalty and do everything that everyone expects him to do? Technically, this is normal. Anyways, Larva doesn't like the idea of Darwin staying with them because he feels like this whole memory loss thing will take forever and they have to take care of him and let him stay there forever. Dude, you're in the same boat, bitch. Like, your uncle is taking care of you. Like, you're not one to talk. Well, as you can see, Larva does not like Darwin very much. I don't think he likes the entire city anymore. But hey, he has to live with it. I hate that they can't share a bed. The bed can barely... It can shave. It can share, right? Boy, memoir of Rati, I am the most beautiful count servant tried. But knowing that he's far away from royalty and Darwin is basically doing all the free stuff that he never got to do, I wonder, is this the free that he wanted? Is this the freedom that he longed for? Well, damn, we're gonna see half of a butt cheek? Half of a peach? Damn. Let me guess. Darwin fell first and Larva is gonna fall harder. Of course, there's gonna be difficulty where Larva is gonna give up and want to go back home. But then Darwin sees. This is how I know Darwin was faking the memory loss, because he looked at Larva and said, I order you to stay, bitch. You didn't lose your memory because you're talking about ordering something like you're a royal person. Satang, sweetie, you're too cute to be given orders. You're too cute. Also, I want to know how much for that earring, because it is the family of the bracelet that Joss bought for Gawain. I looked it up. Well, I don't know if I'm looking it up right because it says 6,000 for it. I didn't. I'm trying to figure out if it's 6,000 US dollars, because if it's 6,000 USD, that's almost $1 million in Jamaica. And if that's the amount that man paid, well, damn, how much GMMTV paid? Anyways, Larva is trying to come up with any means necessary to jolt Darwin's memory back. And if Darwin's memory comes back, he can be free from Darwin and do whatever it is so he can get that 3 months vacation over so he can go back to Bangkok. But his way of doing it was too sexual, so he got hit in the knee, in the balls. Like Darwin knee is, he kicked him in the balls. Okay, yeah. Then we see Peng and Dr. Wood. They are both in a relationship together, of course, but in secret. So the thing about Larva's uncle Peng is that he's like the village chief. And so he has a lot of image to uphold and he has a lot of responsibility. Plus, the people in the island do not like gay. And the fact that he's gay will probably cause a problem for him. They probably like shun him out or kick him off the island or something. So that's why he's going out with what? Secretly. And Darwin, Lava, Tom, and Pratai happen to find out about this situation. Now, Lava is from Bangkok. Pretty much those relationship, same-sex relationship is common, it's okay. But you're in a different island. Not everybody likes the same-sex relationship. Also, I forgot to mention that Mint plays a nurse. We know that. And her name is Kretai. Also, she is the love interest for Neo's character who plays Tum. Also, I feel like the reason why that happened with the whole vendor thing is because Lava and Darwin spotted Peng and Wat at the beach having their romantic secret date. Wow. Lava didn't know his uncle was dating was dating Wat. He didn't know about his sexuality either. It seems we have a trauma in this drama. Drama. Anyways, when the light went out, Darwin got scared and ran to hug Lava. Okay, first of all, what happened to the water? In the pilot, there were water here, right? Did the summer dry it all up? Also, I noticed, damn, my recap is long. We're going like 17, 18, 19 minutes long. Like, what the frig? Well, it's not a GMM drama without bikes. Anyways, Lava talked to Darwin and said that he envies him because he can just walk free and not have a pass to hunt him. Because he's talking about the fact that he has like criminal background and he fights a lot, getting into problems. But the thing is, Darwin do have a past to hunt him. He has a lot of expectations, a lot of responsibility that he's actually running away from. I think it's, a lot of expectations, a lot of problems he's running away from. Not big like Lava, but he has problems too. And plus, he's scared of the dark. By the way, since Darwin is on this island and he has no memory of himself or his name, Lava is calling him Wave. So he goes by Wave now. But Wave does not want to leave this island. I believe he's enjoying his time normally without worrying about responsibilities and being treated as royal. He's being treated normally. Lava got a visit by his friends who offered to go party and he agreed. But the thing is, Lava's old ways is gone. And his friend is like, dude, you've changed over the time that you came here. Wonder why. We all know the reason is Wave/Darwin. So they've become boyfriends, but there's a problem. See, remember, Lava is only here for 3 months. And after the 3 months, he's had to go back to Bangkok. What does that say about Darwin? Will Darwin stay here or will he go back home? What? So here's what I think. I think Darwin's destination was like to Bangkok, but he ended up washing to shore on the south that is not Bangkok and ended up on this island. Victor ended up finding him, thank God. I'm not sure if his family knows that he's gone, why that he went to find him. But the next problem is that Lava figured out that Darwin is a royal prince. I feel like this cry is about both Lava finding out his secret, but that's not the problem. Now that Lava found out his secret and he's not mad at him at this point because you can see he's hugging him. But now that Lava found out his secret and Victor already found him, I'm assuming his family know where he is. So that would mean that Darwin has to leave the island to go back to the, what's the name? That name of the royal place. Honestly, you can only go away for a certain time, but running away from responsibility, that is an impossible task. Well, damn. Winnie smoking? Oh, that's hot. Jojo, if you're gonna have Only Friends season 3, just think about it. It's a possibility for Winnie. Or you don't have to call it Only Friends. You can give it a different name, but like a concept of Only Friends. If you understand what I mean. Just put that in your mind. Okay, first of all, I am sorry for my recap to be long. I was putting in a lot of details and I was eager for this drama. Second of all, the trailer is 4 minutes long. How the hell did I get 20 minutes or 21 minutes out of this? But anyways, the drama is called That Summer. It has... Give me a second. I need to make sure that I got my facts checked. So, it has 10 episodes in all. The best part about it starts September 19th. It starts after my birthday. See, I knew Faith was working with me. See, I knew I was going to love this. I knew it was going to come in September, but I didn't know when. After my birthday. It's on a Friday, though. The drama is on a Friday, 8:30 as always on GMM TV. Can't wait to do the recap. Look out for my recap.